how they will learn. And secondly, I have seen few books I have follow. This is a very good book, but it is not available in India. This is a research associate in USA, Super Review series they publish, and very crisply written this book. This is no particular author, it is a group of authors. And then in your syllabus, I think you follow this A.R. Patel, your college professor, Visakhapatnam College, mathematics professor. A.R. Patel is your class teacher, no? Math? No? Okay. And this is the book, this is the I think first book. This is a good book, but what is this? Calculus with early transcendental functions. So, why I am showing these things? This book, can anybody know what is that early transcendental functions? No idea? Now, this is a recommended book, and I have searched all these books for a definition of what is meant by transcendental function. This book explained everything except that. There is no definition for this transcendental. So, these are the confusion where confusion creates actually. And this is another book, Kachot book, she is from Roma University, good book, these two books. So, in nutshell, can you tell what book you follow for calculus? Kachot, you? Is there any name in that? Second number? No. Okay. You? K.R. Kachot. You? Tata McGraw-Hill. This book, I think, Smith and Milton. Fourth one. You?
Tata McGraw-Hill.
Tata McGraw-Hill. This fourth number, Smith and Ronald Minton.
No sir, Ravish R. Singh.
Huh?
Ravish R. Singh. उसके author का नाम.
Okay, okay. Not this one. Okay. Anyhow, so this is the status of books. These are the recommended books, and this course outcome. They have outcome. They have listed a few of the outcomes, and it is expected that after finishing this course, you should learn all these things. And we will discuss all these things one after one. I am skipping now. And this is another thing, NPTEL, this is the site where all these books are available, but these recommended books, what is given mathematics calculus, that is not available, that video is not available. And many of the videos I have seen in YouTube, those titles are there, but material has been removed. So, not available, this is the case. And with this I am starting my experimental pilot project on calculus, and the requirement what I should say, it should be informal, means it is not, it is like a teacher and a student interaction, it should be a exchange of thoughts. You share your thoughts, I will share my thought, and we will learn from each other. It is not that I am very good in mathematics, I am not good, that I am telling. So, we will learn from each other. And this flow of presentation, there will be introductory notes. I will talk about something defining system, then math is not hard, we are all mathematician, math is everywhere, and then we will ask ourselves what is math. And after that we will go to calculus, what is calculus, differentiation, integration, differential equations and use of calculus. So, coming back, what math is not hard, this is my pet question I asked to the students before I start. So, how many of you feel that math is not hard? You can raise your hands. Math is not hard. How many of you feel that math is not hard? You have to raise your hand. And who feels that math is hard? So, 0 for math is not hard and math is hard for all. I can take like that my survey. So, you can note that survey, we are doing this survey, and after finishing my workshop, I want that this thought about that math is hard, it will change. It will change. Math is not really hard. When I see this book, this book, if you go through this, it will take months to finish it. But when I see this book, I see what is in this book. This book has written the characteristics of few lines. That is all. Only few lines they have described differently. Nothing more than this they are in this book. Agree on my point? Because what is the function we will be dealing now? This represent a geometrically it represents a line, and we try to find out the characteristics of that line. So, this book is nothing, this volume is this much, because we are describing line. If you if you ask to describe myself, you can write hundreds of pages, thousands of pages, no, everything micro level, but totality I am a Chanchal Das. So, this calculus is also same thing. It is describing about the characteristics of lines, and when we are describing that, it is becoming a voluminous like this. So, math is not hard. Another reason for telling this math is not hard, I cite some examples that we are everyone in this world, whether it is living and non living, we are governed by mathematics, we are following mathematics without knowing that we are following mathematics or we are doing mathematics. I will give some example. This first I give housewives, means I relate it to that cooking. Okay. Cooking, apparently it looks that what is there in math, you know, but there are great mathematics involved in this, in that cooking. How? Suppose I want to model or I want to make a robot who will cook for me, and I want to make a robot who will drive my car. Which one will be easier, you know, mathematical modeling? Cooking will be more difficult than driving a car. Driving a car, a mechanical system, if road is clear, if there is no traffic, then any robot can drive. It will sense the velocity and accordingly accelerate, decelerate, stop, everything it can do as per this mechanically. But if I cook, when I model a robot cooks for me, if I tell them that one person put 10 milligram salt, and then when he will calculate, and for 20% he will put 10 into 10 100 milligram salt, and that car will spoil. So, it is a not a linear function, and it is a non-linear, means number of person, it is not that directly proportional you should go on adding salts, that salt quantity should be reduced proportionately, and all these things involve mathematics, and all these housewives or those people involved in that, they are doing without knowing that. So, like that you can go on citing hundreds of examples. I have given some example for driving vehicle. What is the driving vehicle? What is the math involved? Can you explain anything? When you are driving a vehicle, you drive scooter. What is the math involved in that? Yeah, speed, where it is required, how you use that. Constantly you are using, because suppose you are overtaking a car, So, you are accelerated, okay. Then some vehicle is coming opposite. So, again you have to now calculate whether you should give more acceleration and go in between, or if you should slow down or not. And all this calculation simultaneously you are driving and it is going on in your mind, and accordingly you apply brake sometime. It is, if it is very close, this vehicle who is coming towards you, it is very close, you will slow, you will not overtake, you will go back, and again when this car passes, then you will again overtake, like that. All this mathematics involved, and we do not know that we are doing that, is not it? And that is a very complex mathematically. If you want to model that one, your by calculation, if you want to calculate, this calculation will be very complex calculation, and we face, majority of us face calculating that thing when we calculate that Newton's laws of motion. Mathematically it is very possible, difficult to do that, but when driving we constantly doing that. Displacement, acceleration, velocity, all are related, and we are calculating, accordingly we are taking decisions. Similarly, scheduling tasks, morning, whether 33 people decided to registered and decided to join, but morning they have some other work, so rescheduled their program. So, time management is not it. Transport, transaction in marketplace, it is a surprising to me, because I am moderately good mathematics, but when these people know 23 rupees kg, and then my wife she give me 250 gram, and they started give instantly calculate how much is. I tried to calculate 23 rupees, half is 11.5, then half is 5.75, something like that. By that time they finish their transaction, they are so fast in mathematics. So, and everybody, whether he or she visited school or not, smoothly 1000 people transacting in every moment without any difficulty. System is very on, system never collapses, is not it? If you think it that without any mathematical background, without going to school, all these people are transacting through for their entire life without any mistake, because mistake means you are in loss, you will pay, overpay or underpay, like that. Underpay it is okay, but overpay it is. So, like that. This is for this, and then if I move to animal kingdom, prey and predator, crab, lion, deer, kingfisher fish, honeybee, come. These are some examples I have given. Can you cite one example that animal kingdom where is math involved here? Something, you tell something, anything, and it is freely exchanged, no issue. I am not teacher. Lion or deer. Now, you see this National Geographic or Animal Planet, they shows this thing, this lion when they attack a deer, it want to come closer, because deer run faster. So, by running it never can catch that deer. So, he has to optimize, he has to come closer, but if he come too close, deer will notice it and it will run away. So, it is not possible to go very close. So, constantly lion optimizes these things, when to attack, when to start running, so that he can catch hold of it. Similarly, kingfisher fish, you know that story, that kingfisher, you see this is a medium, fish is in water, no, and water is, and kingfisher is at air. So, both refractive index is different, no. So, when refractive index different, then the what is refraction occurs. Refraction occurs means actual position will be look different from the surface, is not it. So, that fish is moving somewhere, this kingfisher, he is watching that fish, he has to catch, no. So, he is sometime take decision and start catching that fish, and it moves, and when it reaches and it both reaches, then only he can catch, you know. So, this velocity and placement is so complicated, mathematically it is very difficult to model these things, but kingfisher, without knowing any mathematics, they are doing every day. Agree on me or not? This honeybee and comb, when they prepare honeybees, prepare a comb, no, honeybees are in thousands. Now, you think a case where if they start at a point, what will happen? Thousands of honeybees will be idle, and this is not a optimum use of resources, because few people can accommodate in one place, no. So, what they do, you know, they start in different points and they start building and they start come closer, and this closer, this measurements are so accurate, these combs never get distorted, it retain its shape. And you know what is the shape of the honeycomb? Hexagonal. Have you seen ever? What is that shape? It is like that, but individual cell hexagonal, yes. So, everybody knows it hexagonal, but now have you ever thought why it is hexagonal? Why it is hexagonal? It has hexagonal shape has two properties. It can accommodate maximum volume of honey, volume is maximum, and second one is hexagonal shape can provide maximum strength. So, it can absorb more shock, it can take more store more honey. So, both side means optimum use, and these honeybees know this thing. So delicate mathematics they know, and they follows like that. If you go on discussing, no, hundreds of situation, you will find nothing is happening randomly, everything. Similarly, this is plants. Plants, these branches, shield, then there's leaves, everything grows. All the growth almost follows some rule. These trees, no, it is not randomly coming, it follows some rule. One of the rules are this